It's a little hard because Faze is pretty well trained, but I'm going to show you how you can even start some of this training her not to pull on leash even inside your house. So what I'm looking for, Faze, come over here. So when she's teaching her to walk on a short leash, when she's next to your side, you can give her a treat right there by your side. Good girl. Good. Good. And then when I walk, I'm looking for her, good, search, to stay next to me, okay? So as I speed up, I'm going to slow down. Yes. And if she slows down with me, I give her a treat. Come here. Come here. So you're teaching her to watch what your pace is. So let's say, Face. Come here, Face. Oh, you stinker. All right, over here. Okay. So let's say, wait. Okay, come here. All right, so let's say, and I'm only doing this, normally I would not throw that treat out there, but I'm just trying to get her to kind of forge ahead a little so you can see what this looks like with a dog who hasn't figured it out. All right, let's go. So she keeps going. Good, thank you. If she keeps going, normally I wouldn't give her a treat, like if she kept going. So let's pretend that she just kept going. She stopped there. Okay, this demonstration's not working out very well. All right, I'm gonna try again. So we're walking along, and if I slow down, yes, good. I'm looking for her to slow down. So let's say, Freak, go get it. Let's say that you're walking and you've got your treats, you're just doing this in the house where there's not much distraction. You walk, and then she just keeps going. All you do is ask her to come back by your side. Come here. Heel. Good. Reward her back right by your side. And then you start walking in, and if you slow down and she slows down, good. Then you give her a treat by your side. Okay? So I speed up, I slow down, yes. And I give her a treat. Okay? And so you can practice this in your house. And what you're doing is you're teaching her to pay attention to what your movements are, and you're starting this off the leash so that if she doesn't slow down, pay attention to you or whatever, she's not practicing pulling on the leash. She just doesn't get a treat, okay? So again, first thing I want to do is reward her for being next to my side. Let's go. And then I slow down. Yes. And I'm looking for her to slow down with me. Good girl. Come on. Okay. Change directions. I speed up, slow down. Yes. Good. Okay. And I'm looking for her to pay attention. So this is going to be the same as if you go outside and you have her on leash, so you're practicing in a less distracting environment. Face heel. Thank you. Good. Good. And I'm only giving her treats right now to simulate what this would look like if I'm working with a new dog. I don't actually give her treats anymore for doing this because she's really proficient at it. Thank you. Good. So then if you teach her the behavior when there's no leash involved, then when you start putting the leash on, it's just applying that same learning, but now there's a leash involved. Some dogs get to the point where when the leash gets put on, it's almost like a little husky, like a sled dog, where that leash gets put on and it's almost like a cue to pull. So when you practice in your house, it can take away that cue to pull and they just start to, come on, pay attention to your movements. Good girl. Good. Then I'm going to change directions. Good. And if the same thing, if you change direction and they keep going that way, no treat. But if I change direction and she's paying attention to me enough to notice and come with me, then she gets a treat. So I started this in my house. I actually always start teaching these leash skills in my house, and I start teaching them off leash. And so then when I put the leash on, it's just kind of like an extra boundary. It's not even something that I need. It's just kind of there. So when I go outside, so what I do, come here. What I do is I'll take one step forward. Yes. And if she stops with me, she gets a treat. One step forward. Good. Okay. So one step forward. Yes. One step forward. Yes. Good. Let's say she were to keep going and she doesn't notice that I'm, come on. Okay. Let's say she were to keep going. Okay, good. Can't get free. Go get it. Then she just wouldn't get the treat. We'd come back, face, come, heel. She would come back and we would start again. So let's say she kept going. Okay, she kept going, freak, go, go, go. She kept going and I'm going, oh, come back. Okay, so she just didn't get a treat for that. She did because I'm trying to show you what it would look like if she just kept going. But, so if she keeps going, no treat, okay? And then I just ask her to come back. When she stays with me, come here. When she stays with me, so again, I do one step and I'm looking for her to stop. So I don't get like a whole rhythm going where now we're moving. You literally just do start, you can start this right in your living room. Heel. Thank you, good girl. One step, and I'm looking for her to stop or slow down. You don't even have to, I teach the sit, but you don't even have to have that. If she just stops and looks at you without continuing to go ahead, that's good enough. Okay, that can be good enough. All right, heel. Thank you, good girl. Okay, so then again, start in your living room, one step, yes, and you're looking for her to stop with you. I usually like to reward next to my leg or behind my leg to encourage them not to be kind of out in front pulling, but any of those are fine. Face. Good, okay, so one step, good. And then I'll do two steps, good. And I get them the idea to pay attention before I start getting momentum up. You see, I'm giving her a lot of treats for this, pretending like it's a new skill. In real life, we go on walks and I never have to give her treats. Every dog and every dog breed is different. With my Pomeranian, I had to reward with treats regularly throughout her life. We also didn't have the greatest start with how I trained her because I had a lot to learn. But with Faze, I don't even carry treats with me anymore. So every dog's a little bit different with what you have to do to maintain it. But it sounds like if Polly's checking in with you quite a bit, you'll be able to teach these skills using treats, reinforce them, and then be able to fade them out.